Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy Ray of Amy Ray Plans, and in today's video I'm here to share with you my Q2 favorites. It's kind of odd that I'm sharing them now because we're almost a month into Q3, but better late than never. So first up, I actually have some things that I don't have physical items for, so I guess I'll just put this there to look pretty. This is a reusable sticker album from No White Space Stickers. Alright, so the things I don't have physical items for. Again, we're going over Q2 favorites, things I enjoyed, things I loved in Q2, which is April, May, and June. March Madness and March Madness started in March, ended in April. So the Final Four and the championship were in April. I wanted Duke to win. They didn't. But I won my bracket challenge that I did with my brother, my sister-in-law, and my one nephew. My other nephew didn't do it, but he joined another bracket challenge. So I was like, oh, were you too cool to join ours? But I did win it. And I did fairly well in my bracket in general. I thought I saved it. I think I have it saved. I just don't know where I put it. But, yeah, I had a lot of wins, and I did really well. Then my next favorite are my pen storage. So I know I shared a photo or a video, I think it was a video on my stories. I can't bring them into frame without, like, knocking my tripod over and everything. But they are, I'm not sure who makes them. I found mine at, I got two. So I got one at TJ Maxx, and then I wanted to get another one. And at TJ Maxx didn't have it, so I found it at Marshall's. But I found it through, on Instagram. Her name is Jen Boom Creates. And it is like a 9. So I guess I could take one of these out. I did not want to do that. All right, hold on. So it's basically like 9 of these drawers. You get 3 on the top, 3 middle, 3 in the bottom, and you get a ton of space in them. It also comes with this little paper where you could write what's in it, and I have 2 of them. And then on the top, I have some stuff on the top, and yeah, I really love them so much. And if you're curious to see what they look like and you didn't see my story when I got them, just let me know and I could do another video, or I could even like post it on my actual like the actual channel, or not the channel, the grid, instead of being in a story. That way it's always there. Then my brother came to visit for a couple of days. He also put together my new bookshelf. Because I was running out of space on the other one. Next up are some, the Knicks were in the playoffs, and they advanced to the NBA Finals, and they beat the Spurs in the NBA Championship Series. That was so fun. Then, what's next? Oh, some shows that I watched that I enjoyed. Running Point Season 2 on Netflix. That is such a good show. I love that. I love every single person on the cast. It's so good. I watched Never Have I Ever on Netflix, which I'm very late to the game on that. But the guy that I like from Chicago Med, he's in that. And I really enjoy that series. All the characters are really good. And then another show I watched, this one's actually more recent, was I Will Find You on Netflix. I think it's a limited series, and I think there's 8 episodes, and my dad and I binged that in one day. And then, what else did I have? Did I have anything else that I didn't? Oh, yeah. Off Campus on Prime. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with that show. I just got all the books to read, and I'm also obsessed with the actor, Belmont Cameli. He plays Garrett Graham on the show. Love that show so much. And I think it's Lily's Desk Studio or Lily's Desk Art. She came out with off-campus art, and Linear Designs and Caress Press have it in their shop, and it's so good. I have the kit from Linear Designs. I haven't picked up the one from Caress Press yet, but I will. And then I do have some physical items to share with you guys. So the first one was, it was new planner launch season. So I have my life planner for 2027. I get the 18 months, so I get the bigger coil. And then I rip out the extra 6 months, and I gave them to my mom. And yeah, the big thing you'll notice, they've changed after years and years and years. I've been using these planners since 2011. They changed the monthly colors. It's going to take me a while to get used to it. Some of the new ones I like better than the other ones, but like not all of them. And like sometimes I feel like October should have been orange. I feel like this green should have been December. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I mean, obviously I'll get used to it. Oh yeah, and I don't like that they put the lines in, but I did some sticker on the scrap pages I had. I did some sticker, like working with this layout. The lines really don't matter if you use sticker kits. The one thing that bothered me that my friend April actually shared with me before I did my, haul and sharing the stickers, was the width of the headers are different. So if you use kits with headers, the dimensions will be a little bit off. But yeah, that is, and there was 2 different kit themes or design themes. This is the Legacy. I always go with the colorful option, so this was the colorful option for this year. And then the other one was Tool, or I think it's Tool. I think that's how you say it. And that was more minimalist and like not colorful. And then the other planner, I also do the Erin Condren A5 Daily Duo. I got that one in Legacy too. And then my other planner is the Callie Danielle planner. And this planner starts July of 2026 and goes through June of 2027. So new planner launch season happened during Q2, as it does every year. What was the other thing? I shared that. This paper is such a hot mess. I need to like rewrite it before I make this video. I mentioned that. Oh, this new perfume. I saw this ad on my Instagram stories, and it's this company called Sniff, S-N-I-F. Sorry, I wasn't in the middle. And this one smells like Lucky Charms, and they have other ones too. They have like cereal milk. I'm smelling it right now, but yeah, it smells really good. I wish they'd make like a body lotion to match it, but it's really nice and I really enjoy it. I got it at Ulta. All right, then another thing I got, which I didn't need, but the color, I love it so much. This is a Stanley, and it's a collab that they did with Starbucks. I actually got it at the Starbucks inside of the Target. I need to like clean my straw and my top, but other than that, yeah, I really love it. This beautiful blue color. It has water in it. That's why you're hearing ice cubes. All right, so I mentioned that. What's next? Oh, yeah. I went to visit my family, and I'm going up again soon, and my nephew, Nick, graduated high school. All right, then we'll go into my favorite books. Some of these I own physical copies of, and some I read on my Kindle. So I'll put this back and we'll go over the ones I read on my Kindle first. So the first 3 was the Housemaid series from Frida McFadden. I rated all 3 of those books 4 stars. The first one is The Housemaid. The second one is The Housemaid's Secret. And the third one is The Housemaid is Watching. And those were my first 3 books that I read from Frida McFadden. And I definitely want to read more. They were really, really good. Then I read Sarah Goodman Confino's book, Good Grief, which was her release from last year. Love her books. Both of the books that I read by her this month, or quarter two. Good Grief, again, that was her release from last year. And then Off the Record, which was her new release from this year. I rated both of them 4.5 stars. I enjoyed them both, and I really love all of her books. I think I've rated all of her books 4 or 4.5 stars. Maybe a 5-star, I'm not sure. But both of these books took place in the 60s, and I just really enjoyed them. And both of them were told in multiple points of view. And then the other 2 books I'm going to share with you that I don't have physical copies of, because I read them on my Kindle, were Down with the Shipmans, which is the newest release from Meg Mitchell Moore. It is, so 3 sisters are, like, called back to their, like, summer house. I think it was, like, Cape Cod, something like that, something similar to Cape Cod. And it's told, you get points of view from each of the 3 sisters, and I really enjoyed that. I think that added to the story, where if it was just one character, I don't think it would have made the book as good. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Or, yeah, and I rated this one 4.5 stars, really good. This was her latest novel, and I've read all of her novels except one, which I do have on my Kindle, I just haven't read yet. And then we also have So Old, So Young by Grant Ginder. So this one I found out about. It was one of the books mentioned in a magazine I read. And I thought it was interesting. I read it. It was so good. I rated it 5 stars. And now I want to read his backlist, which in quarter 3 I have read one of his backlists. But I think I have 4 more left. 2 are at the library and 2 aren't. So the 2 that aren't, I'll probably download on Kindle, like buy on Kindle eventually. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about reading his backlist. And then the other books I have 6 more books to share. I have physical copies of. So first are the 2 new releases that K.L. Walter came out with this year. Yes, she came out with 2 books. So excited. Also, look at these spines. I love when authors do this, but I also don't like when authors, like, bring out a first edition, or, like, first come out with plain spines and then come out with the exact same book, but with spines, because I'm like, I don't have a big enough, like, bookshelf system to have, like, multiple of the same book, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, both of these are so great. I always love her color, or her covers. So I'm pretty sure this one came out first. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this one came out first. And then the other one came out a couple months later. This one is Where a Bad Idea, right? And it says, the best love stories start with bad ideas. Audrey Barber has had enough of following the rules. 18 years of being the perfect daughter, exceptional grades, enviable college acceptances, teen dating history, and still her parents don't trust her enough to let her study her passion, glassblowing, on a prestigious fellowship. So when her best friend Henry proposes an outrageous fake dating scheme to win back his ex-girlfriend, it feels like the first step to shaking up her perfect life. And the second, that comes when Audrey's parents go out of town, sparking a high-risk, high-reward solution to pay for her fellowship, renting out her family's Connecticut mansion online. With the help of her new fake boyfriend, it shouldn't be hard to pull off. But when her best intentions start to unravel, Audrey will have to reckon with who she is, what she wants, and what it really means to play life by her rules, all with her heart on the line. K.L. Walter is one of my favorite young adult authors. The first book I read by her was The Summer of Broken Rules, which was her debut novel. And I love the fake dating trope, so I was excited about this one. Again, I always rate her books 5 stars, and this was no exception. And then her other one is The Summer of Second Chances. And before I read this to you, I need some sips of water. It says, Olivia Lupo feels stuck. All her friends have gone on to their first year of college while she's still at home with her family. There's a good reason, though. Her beloved grandmother, Annie, has dementia, and Olivia can't bear the thought of being so far from home when Annie needs her the most. So when her stepmother asks the family to spend 3 weeks of the summer on Martha's Vineyard, Olivia plans to say no until she discovers an old box Annie filled with photos and memories from her own time there. Olivia decides to follow in her grandmother's footsteps and spend some time on the island that Annie describes as magical. When she arrives, she meets Connor, a boy from her past who really wants to be a part of her present and future. Olivia's never thought about forever with someone until meeting Connor, and it scares her. How can she make plans when all she wants to do is keep close to her grandmother before she's gone forever? As she recreates the memories Annie made a lifetime ago, she has to decide if she's finally willing to give someone her heart just when she needs it the most. The parts with the grandmother were very sad, but it was still such a good story. Loved it so much. Her covers are always amazing. And another 5-star. And then we have the latest novel from Lynn Painter. This is called First and Forever. We have more sprayed edges. Gotta take some more water. I'm not going to read the synopsis of all of them, but this one says, a football star and his team's diehard fan find themselves entangled in a PR stunt that only one side knows is fake, but it might just be the right play. This one is fake dating. This is an adult Lynn Painter. She also writes young adult novels. So all of these ones are her fiction, like romance adult novels. And then she also has some young adult novels as well, like Better Than the Movies. I have them all. I just can't think of all the names of them. But yeah, those are her. These are her fiction adult ones. But yeah, great story. This I gave 5 stars as well. Next up, we have The Anniversary from Alex Finley. Last year, I read Parents' Weekend and loved it, and then read his backlist. And I've loved all his books. I think one I rated 4 stars, and then all of the others I rated 5. This one was a 5-star, and this author I love, she did a quote or like a blurb for his books. It says, every year he comes for them. If you like mystery thrillers, this is so good. Yeah, it's just really, really good. So I'll read you this bottom part right here. Twisty, high concept, and emotionally charged, this novel is an utterly compelling story of the hunt for a serial killer. But it's also a heartfelt and heartrending story about fate, innocence lost, and 2 souls who find that sometimes being broken is the only way for the light to get in. The Anniversary reaffirms Finley as one of the leading thriller writers today. Again, if you love thrillers, highly recommend him and all of his books. Let me see if this has... Yeah, so I know Parents' Weekend, The Night Shift, and this one I rated 5 stars. I'm pretty sure... And then the other 3, 2 of them I rated 5 stars. I just can't remember which. And 1 I rated 4 stars. And the only reason why I rated it 4 stars was because there was multiple point of views and a lot of details, and it was just kind of hard to keep up with it all, but the actual story was really good, if that makes sense. All right, and then 2 more to share with you. This one is called This Is Me, A Reckoning. This is a memoir by Hayden Panettiere. This is, she was on Heroes and Nashville in some of the Scream movies. And she's one of, like, my favorite actresses. She was also in one of the Bring It On movies, and I was really excited to read this. And where is this one? Oh, I gave this 4 stars, yeah, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed hearing about things that, like, you've heard about in the tabloids, but it's, like, you get the real version because it's her who lived it. Yeah, really enjoyed it. 4 stars. And then the last one is a new book from Taylor Wolfe, who is also the author of Birdie and Hollow. This one says, just a busy season, essays on motherhood and unexpected comedy. I really enjoyed Birdie and Hollow. Parts of it were so sad, and I but it was still so good, and I was so excited to see she was coming out with a second book. And she had people reach out to her if they wanted like advanced copies, and I'm one of the people that she selected. So I received this book for free, and I loved it so much. I think I rated it 5 stars. Let me see. Yeah, 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. It's not like that long of a book. Well, I mean, it's decent. It's like 260 pages. But I was like, oh, I wish there was more. And it says, Taylor Wolfe is a professional, funny person on the internet. I love her Instagram channel, and how I found out about her was years and years ago. She had a blog, and that's how I found out about her. In real life, she's the author of Birdie and Harlow, and an occasional stand-up comedian. Her work has been featured on The Today Show and Good Morning America, and in the New York Times, The Wall Street Journal, and more. And I really enjoyed it, and it was very, very good. And yeah, like I said, I rated this one 5 stars. Those are all my favorite books for quarter 2. And now we will get into my favorite planner spreads for the quarter. So I try to always pick 2 for each month. Okay, to rearrange you guys. Ooh, that was a close one. Hold on, I'm trying to get you guys in frame. All right, I think that's good. All right, so my first spread is April 6th through the 12th, which is an older Pink Diamond Planner Co. kit. Sadly, Pink Diamond Planner Co. is no longer open. I miss her shop so much. I love this kit. This was Cinema Time. I think it was one of her mysteries. I paired it with some washi from Simply Gilded, and I used Star Foil in Silver from Scribble Prints Co., which I used the first time I used this kit, and I loved it so much. I was like, I have to use it again. And I really love it. I'm really sad I didn't pick up more of these. I really wish I had gotten a lot more of her kits when she did her closing sale. But anyway, this week I spent time with my best friend and her daughter. Oh, yeah, and her daughter. We went to our usual like shopping places, Starbucks, Target, TJ Maxx, all those good places. My brother was visiting. He put my bookshelf together, spending time with my mom and my brother, watching Mets games. I think this was the national championship for the college basketball for March Madness. Yeah, really loved how this came out. Give you guys a wiggle. And then the other kit, or the other spread, is April 13th through the 19th, which is Nostalgia from Linear Designs. I love these colors so much. I definitely want to get this kit again. And like it said, nostalgia, it's a lot of the stuff in it, it's very nostalgic to me. So this week it was the Erin Condren planner launch. I went to Sephora, Crumble, Target, Starbucks, grocery shopping, watching TV, watching Mets games, spending time with my mom, went to the bookstore, watching the Knicks and the Lakers. I think this was the start of the NBA playoffs. And then for May, we have May 4th through 10th. This is an older kit from Caress Press called Mimosa, but it's such a cute kit. I love it so much. I love the colorway. I used silver foil from Caress Press. Oh, I didn't say in this kit, but I used sparkly blue and sparkly hollow foil from Scribble Prints Co. So this kit, I used silver foil from Caress Press. I also added in washi from Simply Gilded. This week was Mother's Day, or the week of Mother's Day. My cat Pumpkin turned 13 in heaven, watching Mets games, spending time with my mom, watching the basketball playoffs, planning, doing some binge watching. What was I watching? May. What was I watching in May? Binge watching. Oh, I think this is when I watched Never Have I Ever and We Were Liars. Never Have I Ever is on Netflix and We Were Liars is on Prime. And then the next kit was May 18th through May 24th. This was Lucky Strike by Cafe with Anna. I love the colors in this kit. So pretty. I used gold foil from Scribble Prints Co. And I also added in this washi from Scribble Prints Co. I was watching basketball. I was watching Mets games. It was the finale of Survivor. I did some sticker shopping. I was reading. I FaceTimed my niece, Olivia. I made unstuffed peppers this week, spending time with my mom, reading. And then my kits for June. The first one is June 1st through June 7th. This is an older Scribble Prints Co. kit. I paired it with a mix of... Wait, did I do a mix? Yeah, a mix of silver and gold foil, also from Scribble Prints Co. This was the first week of June. This is when I watched Off Campus and became obsessed. The Knicks had Game 1 and Game 2 of the NBA Finals. They won both those games. Let's see. Got some Happy Mail, watching TV. It was the 1-year anniversary of my stepdad's passing. It was Domi of Domi, or Bonjour Domi. I always want to say Domi of Domi plans. It was Domi of Bonjour Domi's birthday. And then my other favorite spread for June was the week of June 22nd through June 28th. This was the week I started my trip to visit my family. This was the week my nephew graduated high school. I used the graduation kit from Scribble Prints Co., which I love. I absolutely adore every color in here. And I used a mixed metal foil of sparkly hollow and silver, also from Scribble Prints Co. So I was organizing some stickers, having some YouTube binges, watching Mets games. This is when I binge watched I Will Find You with my dad. Had my flight to visit my family. I was doing some reading. My nephew graduated. I placed a Linner Designs order. Yeah. And I really, really love the foil I paired with this kit. And those are all of my favorites for quarter 2. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye, everyone.